Okay. Somehow I knew my words would come back to haunt me. I was telling J10, I don't have a problem with people that talk to people around them. I don't have a problem with people that go and ask girls for dance at a nightclub. Because your intent is to have some fun, find someone to dance with. Your intent when you talk to people around you is just to talk. You're being a friendly person. But I knew somehow the closet hoe chasers would glom onto that and use that as an excuse for their own fucked up mental weakness. Has anybody noticed that hoe chasers never ruled in their lives or game? I have never seen a hoe chaser ruling. Because people that rule, they know the truth. Let a bitch choose. If that bitch ain't choosing, and I'm talking, y'all be socializing, if I don't feel something from them, I don't do shit with them. I don't try to engage long conversations. I do speak to people around me, but I don't engage in long conversations. Why would I bother wasting my time talking to a bitch that ain't gonna fuck a black dude? Why would you want to waste your time talking to a bitch that's not gonna fuck an Asian guy, a Chinese guy, a Korean guy? How stupid is that? If she ain't choosing, she don't exist. Let's put it like that. She's a nothing. I don't give a fuck how hot she is. If she ain't choosing, she's a zero to me. An object. The only females that exist for you are the ones that are feeling your funk. That's it. There's no blurred lines between socializing yourself and hoe chasing. There's no blurred lines. Only in the mind of someone that is a closet hoe chaser, that has that weakness within him. So don't get the shit confused. Okay? I fucking knew, even back on my forum when I said, when you get to the top of the game, what is the top of your game? Your middle shit's gone. You have personal power, personal magnetism. You think being a weak motherfucker, just because you talk to a bitch, she's gonna like you? She don't give a fuck about you. She don't give a fuck about you. Especially when you have no power, no personal magnetism. You ain't got it. Okay? So don't confuse and get yourself confused. When you're confused, you crash into a wall. Because these bitches don't give a fuck about you out there in that game. They don't give a fuck. Now, what I do is I socialize myself everywhere. I did that deliberately to try to break out of my shell. And I told you I talk to people in line, in front and back, whether they're old, young, hot, ugly. I don't care. I've learned to become more of a friendly kind of, or at least wear the mask of someone that's friendly. And I believe it is actually become real to me now. As you've seen on my vacations, I talk to old white guys. I talk to everybody, old white women, sitting down, waiting for while Jovina shops. That's what it's about. Socialize yourself is about socializing. There is no blurred fucking line. It's only your imagination. Because you're trying to hide behind the fact that you're weak. You're fucking weak. You got to go pussy beg. Because she's hot. That means you haven't conquered yourself yet. You will never own a bitch either. You will never control a bitch. You always will be her puppet and her clown. Look at your own lives. Is your bitch wearing a sign saying property of you? Has she made a t-shirt like Grease had a bitch do saying property of Richard? Yeah, he had a bitch make a t-shirt. Not just hold a sign or giggle around and write on her chest and pretend like it's something big. for the last time, for the very last time, then I'm going to start getting dog-ass mean on your asses. No hoe chasing here. This room, while it's up, and my forum, it's about having the power. Period. Having the power. Little minds will think, well, what's the big difference if you run up after her and she likes you versus you give her a moment, just take a fucking breath and breathe and give you a little eye contact. Especially guys that ain't got it together. Guys ain't got their shit together, always wonder about that shit. She's not gonna look at me, so I gotta go make her aware of me. Jay, I think you said some shit like that. I gotta make her more aware of me. That shows a total ineptitude and lack of knowledge of women. You think women don't know who's in their environment? Let a hot guy walk in and see how fast their necks snap. Their backs can be turned and they can feel the currents in the air. Hot dude walks in. Study them. They know you're in the room. They just haven't noticed you because they don't care. That's what you knuckleheads don't get. They don't give a fuck about you. That's why they ain't looking at you. If you were a hot dude, don't you think they wouldn't break their fucking neck just to fucking notice you? The fuck's wrong with you guys? Huh? You daft with your fat heads? This game ain't no goddamn joke. These females will cut your ass into pieces. Now, one whole chase that I know, I'm not going to mention his name, had no power in his relationships. Run all over the world after one bitch. Okay? That's what it leads you to. No power. The way you start is the way you finish. Start. Now, how does it start? It starts with you running up after her ass. You're going to finish running after her ass. If I gave you details of a certain person's life, you would see what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to go that deep. I'm going to run even to another country after a female. You run, you run. You get it? One individual ran from one country to another country after one female. Because she left, but I love her! I love her! No. You chase, you chase. The whole chasers, how they end up after that bitch leaves? Chasing her. Eyes all blurry, nose wide open, sniveling. And if they find out she's fucking another dude up under her, they lose their fucking minds. No, they lose their fucking minds, brothers. Because they start off weak. They stayed weak. I'm not trying to raise some weaklings here. You guys have been around me long enough to know what I'm about. I'm about the balls and controlling in a relationship. You are the power. No bitch should ever disrespect you and think down on you. And I'm thinking of someone right now. You know how them bitches treat you as you're skipping around with your glow sticks. They don't respect your power because they own you. Why would they respect a monkey they own? You black dudes chasing. Why would they respect a monkey they own? People always wonder, why do you always bring race into it, Christian? Why do you always bring race into it? Step your ass out there into the game and you'll see why. You'll see exactly why. When you're hunting white women, race is everything. It usually comes from people who ain't got no goddamn experience with women, any kind of women. They make these idiot ass comments. But hard head makes for a soft behind. If you're ready to get your ass spanked, stay hard headed. If you're smart enough, listen to what I say, grow in your life. We've even seen it within this group. Success. An African in Germany. Let me say that again. I don't think you understood me. An African. Not African American. An African. One of the original men on the face of the planet in Germany. Pulling German bitches that cook for him. I don't think they don't rub his feet. You guys have seen bitches offer to rub my feet, take me to appetizers. If you haven't, I'll put it right below this fucking video. The bitch's exact words. That's how I live. I'm not rubbing a bitch's feet. Rub my feet. Rub my head. Rub my shoulders. Rub my back. And the funny thing is, I actually like to touch and rub. Give massages when I was young. I've got the gifted hands. I can feel where their knots are. But in my relationships, it starts with me before I give a gift back. So you pussy beggars, you may need to grow up or just hit the door. Okay? I don't want you guys even trying to poison other males that are trying to learn to become real men just because your jackasses don't want to grow. I'm not speaking to anybody in particular. I'm not talking to you, Jay. I'm not talking to Mitchell Dukes in particular. But next time I will speak to you guys when you fuck up directly. Because you guys aren't the only ones that want to do some closet hoe chasing. It's one thing, you know, it just fucking blows my fucking mind to where I can't stand this fucking community of weak, spineless, jackass son of a bitches. See, now you got me cussing. It grosses me the fuck out to see weak males out there. When I know what I look at my life, where I came from. I've been called a pest. I don't think so. So, after I put in all the fucking work, and I look at you young males that are too fucked up in your heads, you want that instant shit to do the fucking work. And they predicted this. Guess when? From something very simple. A TV show with a man named Don Johnson in it. Why? Because they introduced something called jump cuts. So they flash from one scene to another. Old TV would fade into black. Then it went to commercial, next scene came on. You had straight video. They predicted that the young people back in the late 80s, whenever the shit was, that you guys would have short attention spans and want quick, fast relief of problems. That's how far ahead of everybody they were thinking. And guess what happened? You guys, which are wanting instant cures and shit. That's why you hoe chase. You want the instant shit. You don't want to do the work on yourself. You don't want to put in the time it takes to develop personal power, personal magnetism. It can be done. I don't care what race you are. Dukes, you're on the forum, hand to hand. He's Chinese, you're Chinese. Look how he's living his life. And now he's going back to business. I think that's why you made that comment. You're tired of hoe chasing and shit. Because you read his post. Yeah, he's going back to business. He's turning his whores, his call girls, his bottom bitch is going to run that. He's been playing for the last year and a half, and now he says it's time to get back to business. He went from the salsa lifestyle to the fet lifestyle and created himself there. Look what he got. You've seen the post of those little fine white chicks he's got. And he's at almost 50 years of age, Chinese. You know what it's like in this country for blacks, Asians, and other minorities? Well, he's in Canada. Okay, let's say you know what it's like in the world. What does he say? The bitches choose. You don't chase. So, good luck to you fellas. If you're hoe chasing, you might want to just, bail out before we have a real problem. I'm already losing too many friends over this shit.